Welcome back, everyone. Today, I'm with a very special guest. It's been a long time coming. Oh, the one and only Tré Ross.
What up? What up? What up? Hey, everybody. Hope everybody's doing well right now. It's crazy times. I hope everybody's staying home and staying safe.
For sure. And man, I've been following your guys' music. It's been a few months now. I'm not gonna say it's been like years, but I've been since I started listening to your guys' music, it's been pretty freaking dope. It's crazy too because it literally happened out of nowhere. I was just because I told you I live up in Snohomish, but I go all over the place. And one day I decided just to go to South Center, and it turned out Bryce works there, Bryce Bowden,
Cool.
and
Yeah.
I literally just went in one day, and it was handing a CD out to someone, and I was like, "Oh shit, are you an artist?" And he was like, "Yeah, man." And I got his information from that. But if I had not decided to go to South Center that day, this probably would have never happened.
Yeah, no, word of mouth is really I still think that one of the best ways to get around, and that's a super cool way of finding new music and new artists. Meeting people in person is always the best.
For sure. So I know Bryce is from the Renton area. Are you there from there also, or?
Well, Bryce he's from Kirkland area, like Kingsgate. I was born in Kirkland also, but live in pretty much all of Puget Sound. But right now, yeah, we're both living in Renton right now. So I've been out here for the last 5 years, just kicking it, making music, working jobs and stuff. I live here with my girlfriend in the apartment. It's been lit. It's been nice. I mean, I've gotten lucky enough to do a lot of good things in the short amount of time that I've been doing music. So it's been cool.
Have you been getting cabin fever in the apartment at all, or how's that been?
It's kind of like a day-to-day, but not really. I haven't really broken too badly. A couple of days out of this month now, I just had to get out of the house and go meet up with some friends and have some drinks just outside and stuff. But no, it's been pretty chill. I like being home. I'm a lazy dude. I like to just chill and watch TV and play video games. So it's kind of just been appreciating all this free time we get, because we'll probably never have this much free time ever again.
Yeah, for sure.
Hopefully we don't. I hope we don't.
Yeah. Have you been following any of those TikTok trends that are happening right now? I don't have TikTok, but I'll see them post, and the one that's super funny to me is that one where because all the guys right now are just home playing video games. So there's this TikTok trend where the girlfriend comes in naked and throws the towel at the guy, and they see what he does, and
yeah, I've seen that they just drop the towel and the reaction. Yeah, I've seen some of those. It's pretty funny. Those are pretty funny. I mean, my girlfriend, she'll do that anyways, but we don't record it because I don't have TikTok. But I have seen those videos, and those are pretty funny. But yeah, my girlfriend, she definitely gets annoyed when I play video games all day. Definitely a thing I can relate to. She's here right now just listening.
The thing is that the gaming companies, they're putting out all these deals right now for games. So I'm like, oh shit, I gotta get them.
Bro, I literally bought a PS4 for no reason, just because I was bored and there's a bunch of games on PS4 I never get to play. I'm usually an Xbox player, but I said fuck it and copped it just to see what's up, and I'm enjoying it. I've been playing Final Fantasy 7 and shit. I'm a huge nerd, so I love anything anime, manga, video games. I just love all that stuff. So I mean, you can hear it sometimes in my music. I like to reference things, but I'm not as heavy on the references as other people.
Yeah, there's some guys that have full anime cover arts, and all they talk about is
cool.
anime.
I wouldn't mind doing something like that sometimes. I know this artist Save Zelda who loves anime and puts a lot of that into his marketing and his whole thing, and I really like that, and that's cool. And I've always wanted to kind of be like that, but I don't know. I kind of take myself a little too seriously. But I like to collab with artists like that who I can just go into a complete fantasy world, and we can make cartoon characters of ourselves and do silly dope shit like that. I like that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Personally.
A really popular thing is when people turn themselves into Simpsons characters and stuff like that. You see that all the time.
I mean, my girlfriend makes art. Her name's Artemis Rose Design, and she's actually painted me or illustrated me a few times. So it's cool. And actually, I came up with an idea for my homie, my whole crew. I'm sure you've heard is FML, or I don't know if you know actually. But I came from a clique called FML, Fine Malt Lyrics, and we have a little mascot. This guy's the 40 man. I don't know. I have a hat on it somewhere, but he's a 40 bottle mascot, a bottle, a bag bottle. So a bottle in a bag, like Towley, you know, from South Park.
Yeah, yeah.
It's like a beer bottle with eyes, and called the 40 Man. And so we made this little character, and my friend actually got it tattooed on him and stuff. And it's just really cool. I love that kind of like cool things, but it's definitely something that's just separate from like what I try to do in my personal brand, which I don't really know. But I guess my personal brand is more like just hip hop and a little more like down to earth than that stuff. But I do love to do that. Like I said, my crew, we do all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I don't know why, but you remind me of Ja Rule for some reason. I guess.
That's fucking hilarious, bro. Ja Rule, I mean, he got hits. You know, he did do Fire Festival also.
Oh shit! Hey, he's got a documentary though. Also, that's pretty hype.
Where they needed Ja Rule after 9/11, they were like, "Where's Ja?" He's part of the culture. That's crazy.
Yeah,
that's a
man.
comparison I've never got before. I've never gotten that one before. That's
wow.
Cool. You saying music wise or me wise?
I don't know. Like, I think it's both. Like, you just remind me of like how you look and like your sound. Not you don't have like his gravelly voice, but like I don't know. I kind of feel it.
That's fucking hilarious. Bryce is gonna have a field day with that. Who does Bryce remind you of? Then I gotta know.
Oh shit! I don't even know. He just kind of surprises me completely. He doesn't not like. If I just saw him down the street, I wouldn't expect him to be as good as a rapper as he is. So he just takes me aback the whole time.
Well, that's why he wears all the fancy clothes, you know, so you know for sure.
Yes. Yeah, I've been to his new place, and he has he has so many like a huge shoe collection and everything like that.
Yeah, he loves his swag. I mean, that's why he got the job at the Cool with our friend Mark, who owns it. Yeah, he's a great guy. I love Bryce. We go back like almost 10 years now, and we met through personal or mutual friends. And he's always been like that. He's always been really into fashion, really high on himself, as he should be, because he is really talented. And yeah, we kind of just hit it off back then, and we just now decided to make a tape. It was actually 2017 when we made the first tape, but
yeah,
you know, it's been a long process, but it's been good because we became friends along the way, and it wasn't only just about the music. Like, we're actually good friends.
That's dope. I feel like you guys still need to like release that on like even if it's just SoundCloud or something, because like I've been listening to it on Bandcamp, but I'm like, dude,
bro, we tried because the samples, we used MF Doom beats because that was my whole thing. I'm a huge MF Doom fan, and I started writing like to the beats that are on Edibles like when I was like 15, 16, or before I ever recorded a song. And some of those beats I've been sitting on because I just love the instrumental tracks, or I love the MF Doom tracks that they're from. And I've just been sitting on them forever, and I wanted to always do like a homage tape to MF Doom, but I just never materialized. I tried a few times when I was younger. It just never came to. But then with Bryce, one day I was just like, man, we got free time. We got nothing coming out right now. Why don't we just do this tape together? Because I'm a huge fan of Bryce's music and his rap style. And so I was like, why don't we use these beats? And but those beats aren't even they're sampled, and they're not cleared by MF Doom. Like the beats that are on the record and stuff, like none of that shit's cleared. So like we tried to upload the tape onto SoundCloud, onto iTunes, and all that stuff, all the streaming sites, and it didn't get cleared. It said that the beats weren't cleared. Not even like, so the beats are official instrumentals from MF Doom. And so if they're not clear, that means he didn't clear them. That means that we can't post them on SoundCloud or iTunes or anything, which is why we've kind of circumvented that. And with two, we're doing all original, everything original, so we cannot even have to worry about that. But we're gonna keep the essence and the energy of that same tape, of the same, the same flavor of Edibles One. That's funny. I didn't even mean to do that.
But yeah, dude,
flavor punch.
that honestly is like I just because I didn't know where to find it, so I literally listened to it like for the first time last week, and I was like, what the hell? That shit was so good.
Yeah, we got you. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. And I mean, Bryce has like 10 albums out besides that. I have like 2 or 3 projects out. I'm on like 4 or 5 projects out on SoundCloud. They're all like in my SoundCloud shit. But yeah, we have like a large body of work, and definitely between the both of us, we thought Edibles was one of our strongest bodies of work ever. And at this point, we're kind of just looking at it like, are we stronger together? We should just team up and try to do more Edible stuff, because people really loved that whole campaign. I don't know if you just jumped on, but when we dropped it on 2017, it was huge. The whole city we had the support of everybody. We put out a huge show. where we were giving out food and rapping, and it was just a cool event. And that was kind of the whole thing. Like, it wasn't just the music; it was a project for like our community where we can bring weed culture, food culture, and music culture together in one room to like kick it and like, vibe out and network and stuff.
Yes, man. And I hope I can make this new project for you guys just as exciting, Like I want
Bro,
to see
this
what I
is
can do with
already
my resources and everything too.
hell yeah. This is already a huge step. Documenting stuff. Like, I've told Bryce all the time, like, we got to document everything. We need cameras everywhere, but obviously resources are limited when it's just two people. But another person that's wanting to be involved, it's always great, man.
For sure. I was thinking about this last night. Is there even like, does TMZ ever even come to like Seattle or anything like that? Because I feel like we have like big players in Seattle. We got like Macklemore, like Justin Bieber has like a house up here. He's always at the Bellevue Club, stuff like that. Like we
I
have
think they're
big.
kind of like, I think they got like people everywhere, and it's like you just send it in. Like, if somebody sees something, they can record it, and then
Huh,
like they got sleeper cells in every city.
huh.
That's what I assume. So I'm sure that there's somebody out here that works with them or for them. But I mean, Seattle is so cliquey that it's hard for anybody to shine. So it's kind of like we all kind of get no shine.
Hmm.
Either like one person gets a lot of shine and that's it, or nobody does. And
Right.
there's not a lot of it going out like into different circles of people. To notice the people that get put on or get a lot of attention are usually in the same small circle of friends, or share a manager, or share a producer, or know this person through this person. It's smaller circles than it seems, but I mean, now as of late, I think a lot of different artists have been getting more notoriety and different styles, not just like the Macklemore style or the Travis Thompson style, but like
Hmm.
people like Zayside, who's really young and gritty and has a unique style, and people like Katil, who's really young and completely different from like the Macklemores and stuff like that. I met all these dudes a couple weeks ago at the Seattle sessions. I'm sure Bryce has talked to you about that
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
with Case, and like that was just a really eye-opening event, seeing like all these different artists who sometimes you would think act Hollywood, or they're not gonna take the time of day to talk to me or do a track with me. But a lot of the artists, every artist there was really cool, and it was just a really great environment to create. And stuff like that gives me hope that there's room for more people and room for our entire community of musicians and artists to get more shine.
Yeah, man, for sure. And I want to help with that too, with like, because I don't feel like we don't have enough media outlets in a sense. Well, we don't actually, just in general. I've been
Well, yeah, I mean, I remember The Stranger was almost getting canceled. It was about to get canceled, but then they brought it back. I mean, we had KEXP is a good one, but they sometimes don't really cover a lot, and it's kind of hard to get in the door. And everything's kind of pointed towards rock and like pop, and not towards rap and hip hop. That it's kind of hard to get those mainstream, you know, journalists and local journalists to even look at us if you don't know the right people. That's why a lot of people have plugs. Like, everything is available. You could get any article or any song you want on a blog post. You just got to know the right person that can get you in front of somebody that will accept the payment amount, or be like, oh yeah, I'll throw this on for this, or I'll do this for that. It's kind of like quid pro quo. And if you don't know the right people, then you'll never even know that that's an option. Like, a
Yeah.
lot of people don't know that you can just buy a publicist, or pay a publicist to get your music to different places, or you could buy a DistroKid and publish it yourself. It's just whichever lane you want to go. And some people go that route, have somebody else manage it, because they don't want to have the responsibility of that. They want to just make their music and be creative. So it's hard to balance both of those, and that's kind of like where we are as independent Seattle artists. How do you value your worth and get your music out there, and like be a business person, all without fucking up or doing something stupid or burning a bridge with somebody? It's really a tightrope of a bunch of things, and the people that can walk it are the ones that are successful, and that people follow. And that's like the people that we're trying to emulate by doing this.
Right. But the thing is, we also don't really have anyone that can co-sign artists out here in Seattle. Like, yeah, we got Macklemore, I guess, but like, no one wants a co-sign from Sir Mix-a-Lot. So I just listened
That's
to Shabazz Palace's new album, and I saw that it charted. But then when I looked to see like streaming and all that stuff, like some of their songs got like maybe 3,000 plays on like YouTube or something like that. So
Yeah.
even artists that we kind of can be happy about, it's not like they're like huge in a sense. Like if
I think it's gonna take it. It's gonna take it being like ATL or LA, where everybody's kind of, I won't want to say piggybacking, but pretty much like off of each other. Everybody works together. They all collab together. Everybody's highlighting everybody. And that's kind of what it's being now with the new generation. You see a lot of these younger artists collaborating on projects, collaborating on singles, pushing videos together. And I think once this generation, like our age of people, start getting older and we all start getting more resources underneath us and able to push things at a better quality, you'll start seeing that we won't need the cosigns, because we'll be making our own cosigns. We'll be getting our own shine and our own notoriety, and then other people from outside will come in. Like, look at Lil Mosey, and Travis Thompson. Two examples of people that make totally different music and are both experiencing really good success locally, and they're like not even that big. It's like they're still small to the people here in Seattle. Like, oh, I know them. I'm not worried about them. But outside of here, everybody's like, oh, they're famous. Oh, I wish I could go see one of their local shows. So it's kind of like you got to make your own pockets, and I feel like they've done that well. And now, like the artists that they collab with and work with, people are gonna have an eye on them and come back to the city to look at that.
Mm. Yeah, like Lil Mosey, dude, he has over like 3 million followers on Instagram, and like he's always on like Genius and Lyrical Lemonade and shit like that. Like that's
Yeah,
where people want to be.
exactly. Because you gotta start. You start with making something that people like. You start a young guy rapping, smoking weed, and then people want to be intrigued. Oh, what's his story? Where is he from? Sorry, my friend just called me. Are we in here? My
Yeah,
homie
no
was
worries.
calling live. But yeah, I mean, you gotta kind of give the product that people want, and then people will come to you for it. You don't have to go out there if the stuff's good. If people like your music, people like your art, then they're gonna come for it. And you just have to keep honing your craft and getting better and better, and eventually, you'll see more opportunities. And I've seen that firsthand, like starting with nothing, being a local nobody, to opening huge shows at sold out crowds and for like huge national acts. And within like 6 months time, it kind of just keeps going if you keep doing what you're doing. And if people like it, people liked my music. I made a lot of party music. And so I just kept doing that, and it kept taking me to bigger and bigger stages. And then eventually I got sick of it. I was like, I don't want to be a turn up rapper. I want to be an artist. I want to make music. And so sorry about that. My homie keeps calling me. And so I just I kept doing that, and I switched up my style a little bit. And now we're where we're at, where I make a lot of different styles of music.
Yeah, I think that you and Bryce have really good production behind all your guys' music. That's what I really like about your guys' songs. And it's not like just like 808s songs either. Like I like
Yeah.
the instruments and everything in them.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I love turn up music. That's how I got started. I made a song called "Turn Up Bitch," and it was just a huge song. People loved it, and it got me openings for like I Am Sue and Juicy J and all these really big names and all these people that I really enjoyed listening to. And I got to take my crew, and we all would just go party and kick it. But eventually, I was like, I mean, this is fun, but I can make these songs. I can shit them out. I can make a turn up song in 2 seconds, and I got 100 of them. But I want to make something with substance. I want to make something that I can show my parents and be like, yo, listen to what the song I made. I want to tell stories about things that I've experienced and people I know. And so that's what I started doing. And I think that it's been good. I might not be as much commercially successful if I just stayed in that pocket as just doing turn up. But now I'm trying to find a healthy balance where I can make, strong, introspective trap music. That's what I like to call it, introspective trap, where it's substance, but it's still turn up. It's still got, you can turn up to it, or you can sit and listen to it and try to get the actual just the things.
So when I talk to Bryce about like music and his career path and everything, I feel like sometimes he expresses that he kind of gets frustrated, that he feels like he's sometimes in a rut. Do you kind of feel the same way?
No, I don't feel the same way personally. Sometimes I do. I understand what Bryce feels. He's been in the game a lot longer than me, and he is very talented, and he gets overlooked. I don't know if it's because he's white. I don't know if it's because, he's kind of arrogant sometimes. But, I mean, he's confident in his abilities, and he should be, because they're really good. And when people listen, they see that. So I understand his frustration. My frustration is kind of like, I've gotten the notoriety locally. People know who I am, but then they choose not to support, either because A, my music's not good enough yet, or B, they just don't like me or don't like something about me or something, you know, like that. So that's my frustration, is not knowing. And usually when I feel that way and I get to talk to somebody, the person or people that I feel like aren't pushing and supporting, we come to an understanding where it's like, oh, well, I just, you know, thought you already had support. I thought everybody was already pushing your stuff, and you don't need me to push it. You don't need me to share it. Or they're like, no, I need all of that. So
Sure.
my frustration comes more from like lack of communication and not knowing, like, you know, where am I going to go next? Or like, what's my next gig going to be? Because I can't get in the right room with somebody. I know the steps it takes, and I think that I got a good enough product now, but it's more about who you know than what you know at this point for me. It's like, you can only get so far with what you have. Eventually there's going to have to be a quantum leap where you meet somebody, or somebody decides that they want to help make a documentary, or a producer, a high up producer wants to work with you because he heard your stuff. And we're kind of getting to that point. Like, the Seattle sessions was huge. Like, we were really excited for that. I got invited, and I wasn't even supposed to bring anybody, but I was like, fuck that. I'm bringing Bryce because he's my big bro and he needs to be in the room with all these people. And it worked out perfectly. It couldn't have been better, because we got to meet with a bunch of artists. We got to showcase our talent. And now we're possibly going to be on one of the biggest local projects to come out ever in Seattle. So, I mean, that kind of opportunity gives me hope, and shows that, all right, I can hold out and keep my head down. And it might be hard, it might get frustrated, but if I keep on this path, I'm going to get to where I want to go. It's just not going to be as fast as the turn up, sold out shows, you know, that route, which was fun. And I got high up on that route. But, you know, this route I feel is more me. It's more where I want to be. And like, if I could do a sold out show, you know, playing my songs, headlining myself, that's what I could do. That's what I want to do, instead of opening it for like a Juicy J or a Ty Dolla $ign, which I've done, which is great. But they don't know me at the end of the night. They don't care. I'm trying to get to where they're at.
Yeah.
And I feel like this is a better way, because I believe in it more and believe in myself more. But I definitely, sometimes I get frustrated. But as of late, recently, I've been feeling like the music and everything has been focused and everything's been going well.
Do you think you're promoting yourself differently than Bryce, or what do you think it is that you got invited to the sessions?
For what did I provide to the sessions differently?
Like, why do you think because you're dope and all that, but what do you think? Why do you think that you got invited and he didn't? Like, what are your opinions on that?
I just pressed the issue. I'm really big on communication. People that I know and I've met, and people that I've talked to, and that tell me, oh, I like your music or I support your stuff. When the time comes, when I see them in something or they're tweeting about something, I'm interested and I reach out. I'm not afraid to reach out and be like, hey, what's going on? What are you doing? I see that you're inviting a bunch of artists to something. And he was like, oh yeah, I'll send you an invite. I don't think it's like people don't like Bryce, like in that sense. I think it's more just communication. I think it's more just like being personable. I'd like to think I'm a personable guy. You said yourself, you could sense the frustration in Bryce, and you know, and I feel like that's a lot of Seattle artists have that same frustration. My homeboy Web Wavy is another guy who I love. He's my big bro. He's the one who put me on in the music game with Fine Malt. He has that exact same feeling of frustration and confidence in their ability, that why am I not getting where I need to be? I feel that same way, but I don't let that block me from anything. I don't give a fuck how filthy somebody is or not filthy they are. If I think that, hey, they could be a beneficial mutual thing working together, I'll work with you. I've done songs with people I don't think that were that talented, but they believed in it so much, and the music and stuff stuck, and people liked the song, and then they make a video, and then people are like, oh man, I love this song. I'm like, damn, I didn't even really like that song. So it's like you kind of can't get in your own way sometimes, and I feel like that could be a thing. I just kind of try to push a lot. I pushed a lot more when I was younger, and I think that might have been it. When I was doing all these shows, big shows and openings for national acts, I was pushing every day. I was networking every day, and I kind of hit a ceiling. I know everybody in Seattle. I know all the show, runners. I know promoters. I know venue guys. I know, door guys. I know everybody in Seattle. And so it's kind of like now I just step back and I kind of pursue the things that I want to pursue, like the edibles project, like, little things. Like I've been working on my third solo tape 3.0 for the last 2 years now. Just kind of passion projects, because it's not going anywhere. There's not the scene's not going anywhere. All I can do is work on myself and try to keep getting better and better. And hopefully eventually they start to notice, which I think they have with these last few projects that I've done, especially edibles with Bryce.
For sure. So do you have a team that helps you out or anything like that, like a manager, or do you try to work on things on your own?
No, I've had managers, or I've had friends, friend managers, people that have tried to support. And I've got hella support. I got a great team of people that are, supportive and like push my stuff. But I don't have like a direct team that manages me or helps anything. I do everything myself. And in fact, I've tried to manage my other friends and push them like to other places and put them on pedestals because I've been frustrated with that, not having resources, not having a team. So when I believe in somebody like Bryce or like my homie Ziggy or my homie Astro, they were guys that I was willing to throw it all down for and say, hey, you want me to push you all the way? I will do it all the way. And like stop rapping, stop doing my thing, because I think you have talent and something that's different. And they don't, a lot of them just don't want that. They just like, nah, I just like making music for fun and kicking it. With Bryce, it was more like we had the exact same mindset. As far as solo artists, that was like, well, why don't we work together since we have the exact same mindset and want to do the exact same thing? So we partnered, and so we're basically like partners. But yeah, there's no manager behind Bryce or me. It's just us two making shit happen, and I'm proud of that fact because I've been able to make a lot of shit happen. I can set up a show. I can set up, a company. I could set up a bake sale or a video shoot, or a photo shoot, or a drug sale. I can do all kinds of shit like this. And that's kind of like why I haven't, like, I've kind of been coming into the point where it's like, if people aren't going to help me now, I don't need to rely on them. I got to do it myself. Until people like yourself who see it and like, damn, I want to jump on board. Let's see where we can take this, because the product is that good and the music is that good and the concepts are that good. And that's my thing. I like to be the concept guy. I love to brainstorm and think and just make ideas, but it's hard to make those ideas reality when you're alone. So that's where my roadblocks come.
For sure. Is John Thomas part of your guys' collective, or?
Yeah. John Thomas is my cousin's best friend. We went to the same high school together, and John is super, super talented. Love John. He's just like in so many different worlds. It's hard for him to focus on music. He's been wrestling. He's a piano player. He fucking models shit now. I don't know what he'd be doing. but yeah, he's an FML. We asked him if he wanted to like mess with us and make music back in high school, because he just has a gift for rapping and freestyling and just as a musical artist in general, playing instruments. He's just been in college for like 10 years. So like I barely
Yeah, he we set up a time when he came back. I forget when it was. It was like, because we're in spring now, so it was like sometime in the winter time. He came down for a few days and we had an interview. He's a pretty dope guy.
Yeah, he's super cool, man. I love John. He's very cerebral, very smart dude. You mind if I smoke? I don't know if I.
Yeah, it's fine. It's not radio. It's a podcast. You don't have to be PC.
I don't know. Sometimes I get in trouble when I be cussing and shit on radios. And I went to rest in peace Jay Moore. He had me on Cube 93, like, what was that, 2017 or 16? But I was cussing up a fucking storm on live on Sunday night sound sessions. He's like, no, you can't say that. So I kind of don't have a filter that much. I get that from my mom.
Yeah, man. But yeah, I'm excited for your guys' new project. Like, so Bryce said you guys kind of been using, what is it called? Radio Lab or something to
BandLab. So yeah,
BandLab.
this is a free plug for them. We need to get fucking promoted on this shit. We should reach out to them for real after this.
Oh shit.
But I forgot who showed me this app. But it's a really cool app called BandLab. BAN as in Nancy, D Lab, BandLab. And it basically lets you record music on your phone. It tracks everything out. It's like Pro Tools on your phone. You can add a beat. You can have multiple tracks. You can edit it all there. And the cool thing is you can collaborate with other artists. So me and Bryce both made a BandLab. I recorded something on my phone, added him as a collaborator. Now he can listen to what I did and record straight to his phone on another track, basically creating roughs for our entire album. So we've been bouncing stuff back and forth on this, and it's just kind of been really cool because the first edibles, we met up and he was really adamant about wanting to meet up and write together. And I was like, well, most of my shit's already been written. Like, I wrote it for years. I've had it. And he's like, well, we're going to write new stuff and let's just sit down. So he would make me sit down next to him and we would just write together. And after like a few times, the first few times, I'm like, bro, this is not working. Like, what the fuck? We got nothing. And then like a few more times, like 6 or 7 times we met. By the end, we were like had a whole project and it was fire. And we had been rapping it back and forth live. So basically we had been performing our live performance, practicing a live performance the entire time we were writing. Then my DJ and my stepdad, Savvy, he came in and was like, oh, y'all writing a new tape? Well, I'll DJ it. So we had a DJ and us practicing while we were writing the whole project. So It was just really polished by the time we did Upstream and we did a couple other big shows that summer. And we just had our entire performance like down pat, like down to the skits and shit, like perfect. And it worked out really well. So this time Bryce is like, we got to do that same thing. This is right before Corona started hitting. I was working in healthcare at the time. And I was like, this is not the best time to be kicking it close like that. I don't want to be in your face like that. He's like, bro, we got to do this. We got to do edibles too. Come on. Like bugging me. And I'm like, fuck, finally, because Bryce, I love him to death. But if I don't send him the beat, he'll act like the internet doesn't exist. I'm like, bro, you can get the beat off YouTube. You can email it to yourself. You can do all this other shit. He's like, nah, bro, just send it to me. So eventually I'm like, download this fucking app called BandLab. Nah, man, I'm not going to download no stupid app, bro. We got to meet up. I'm like, download this app. Download it. I'm going to record my shit and I'm going to send it to you. He's like, whatever. So I do it. I just download it. He's like, I downloaded it. We had to figure out how to send it to each other. And finally we get it through. And he's like, bro, this shit's filthy. We got drunk one night or one day. We was just both at our separate homes drunk. And he just like said, I just went through all of them and just laid something down for all of them. So you just go in and lay them down. So now we got like 6, 7, 8, like pretty much finished tracks that are going to be used for Edible too. We don't know where we're going to like put the verses and stuff. And obviously there'll be more hooks and stuff added, but it's been a really cool and different process than I've ever done, collaborating with somebody almost live, but in completely different places on your phone with like a mic in your phone. It's crazy.
We'll send this whole clip to BandLab and then we'll get sponsors.
Yeah, BandLab, give us some money, bro. For real, we're really out here. Come on, need that.
So what are your quarantine tips? Because you said you're in the medical industry. What were you doing there?
Well, I got laid off, but it wasn't nothing. But my tips are just wash your hands as much as possible. Literally every time I leave the house or come and go, pretty much almost from any room, I'm trying to wash my hands. Mask up when and if possible, carry a mask with you, and find a hobby. Like make sure you have something to do, because if you don't have nothing to do while you're stuck inside, you're gonna lose your mind. Yeah, those are my tips.
Do you have any worries or fears about this whole quarantine, like it getting extended and this messing with society deeper down the road?
Every day I fucking think about it. I feel like it's gonna probably not ever be the same. I feel like it's gonna go back some kind, but it's never gonna be as crazy as it was. People, I think, is really woken up to the fact that, you know, germs, you can't see them, but they're everywhere, and that you can get sick at any time. Like, I just don't see how big, huge festivals are gonna operate and like meeting places. I don't know, like bars. Like my local bar is popping all the time. Like I don't know if they're gonna have a smaller capacity. Like on every place is gonna have like half the capacity it did before. Like I don't know, shows. Like how are shows gonna be crowds? Like you have to get close in a crowd if you're trying to imagine people that crush at the beginning at the front stage of a show.
Yeah.
Like I just don't know how it's gonna be, but I don't know. It's definitely gonna be weird.
For sure. I'm worried about Fire Festival. When's that going to happen? We can't have that if there's the
Bro,
quarantine.
your jaw rule reference, I'm never going to forget that. Bro. I can't believe you said that. I'm going to come up with something for you. Don't worry.
Dude, freaking people say I look like when I put my hair up this time because it was like my hair's super long. I just took a shower. So like the water makes it goes down to like here. So I can't see shit. But
Nice.
everyone says I look like I have like the Corbin Blue haircut. That's what everyone says from high school.
You got the big Sideshow Bob. Dude. I can go Sideshow Bob from Simpsons.
Oh, shit.
I gave my sister that one, too. She got big, poofy, curly hair, too.
Yeah, man. I spend like last week I spent like $30 in hair products and stuff. Like I go through hair products so fast.
So that's your hobby, is your hair.
Yes.
Everybody needs one. I literally cut my hair short. I got a haircut 2 weeks ago, and everybody was really mad at me. I got a haircut during quarantine.
Did you post it?
Yeah, I posted it. I was flexing it on the gram. And the crazy thing is that my barber literally smuggled me in and like hid me from the world. Was like, don't let anybody know you got a haircut. Don't let them know I gave you a haircut because they're worried about getting caught up, you know, like Better Business Bureau or some shit like that because they're not supposed to be operating. But he just gave me a cut on the low on the side, and so I ain't been back since. That's why I got the do-rag on. But yeah, like I flexed it for about 2 weeks.
Do you think that like are you going to definitely have to meet with Bryce again before you like release a project, or what do you think about that? Like what happens if this quarantine?
I mean, he's a little more worried than me. I'm definitely worried about like the store. I hate going to the store, shopping in general. But like I've met up with some homies and we've done outside activities. Like I was at the river last week and it was sunny and hot and we were chilling, throwing rocks and shit. And it just feels like we're in high school again. It feels like I'm in middle school where like you don't, like I got laid off, so I'm getting unemployment. I don't really have any responsibilities. I don't have any kids or pets. I got my girlfriend. We kick it. And then it's like, I don't know what else to do. So me and my friends literally went to the river, had beers and just threw rocks and skipped rocks and shit for like a few hours. And there's nothing else to do. There's not shit else to do. So, but I do want to meet up with Bryce. He's like, I'm still not trying to meet up with nobody. But of course, we'll link up and we'll have a whole rollout plan. And we're thinking, we're trying to, I don't even know if I should tell you this, but if it's for the documentary, I guess. We're trying to like time it with the Seattle sessions.
Yeah. I was telling my documentary team about that already.
Yeah, so we're trying to, there's going to be, I guess, I don't know. There's supposed to be some footage on the Seattle sessions that's supposed to come out in some capacity, and the album, obviously. So we're trying to time it up with that and either have it come right after that, or if that is going to take forever, if Seattle sessions is not going to come out till next year or like longer than that, next summer even, then we're thinking maybe, hopefully, as early as like maybe this fall or winter, because I mean the music is almost done. We would just have to record it in a professional studio, and then we just have to get more like visuals, like photo shoot.
Yeah, I got you on that already.
Yeah, we maybe and like some lead single videos, and we already got video guys. And so like pretty much once all this shit dies down and we're able to really meet up and do stuff. Like right now, all we can do is game plan, which is cool. But I mean, we want to follow the same formula as last time. Last time, we shot a photo shoot. We had a couple photo shoots. We put out these sweaters, these edibles hoodies.
Where's mine?
This is dead side. These aren't even out no more. They're gone.
Oh shit.
Our homie was a third party. Our bro, Salad Tyrese. He goes by Steel Lake Jake online. He has his own little company called Kick and Sound. He helps us with a lot of our productions as far as music videos, merch, just side projects, photo shoots and stuff. He's helped book and style and stuff like that. So he's one of our confidants. He made these in And so that's how this got made. But we made all this stuff before. We had it all ready. We had like 3 or 4 videos, and then I had a bunch of shows lined up. And so I said, let's just make it like a little mini tour, a mini run. Like, we're just gonna release the photos. We had all this promo material that we just built up. I had hella alternate logos and fucking brownie shit, just all kinds of just promo material. I would just make it because I love to just make shit. Like, I used Tumblr all the time and MySpace back in the day. So I'd make little doodles, and we would just make them stickers, and we would just put it everywhere. And we just had a really good campaign, and we just hashtagged edibles everywhere. And nobody knew what the fuck it was. They're like, what the fuck is edibles? Why is Tré Ross in a Chef Boyardee outfit cooking brownies with Bryce? And everybody's like, what is it? We made a how to make edibles cooking show, little promo vid that never went out, but we just put it out as a promo, like a commercial, like a minute long. We have like a 5-minute video, but we went out a minute long commercial. And people just were enamored by like, what the fuck is edible? So by the time we released the tape and had the party, what's up? Everybody came. Hella people. We had like over 100 people pull up to our little event, and it just came out really, really well, and everybody received it well. And the only thing is, it was a mixtape, so we couldn't really sell it. We gave it away in like free bundle packs. We give out edibles, stickers, and like a CD, and we were giving them out with like golden fucking bags all in here. I got one. Hold on, this is some of the merch stuff. Yeah, we made these like edibles bags. My homie Jordan helped us make these edibles bags. They're gold plate. We put like these little stickers with me and Bryce's face on them and shit. So I made all this shit on my phone, and then my girl helped me just cut it out and make it into stickers. And so we just had lots of promo, lots of just shit that people were interested in. And then when we made the music, it was really good. But yeah, it was a mixtape, so we couldn't put it anywhere on streaming. So it's all word of mouth. But I guess, I don't know, the rumor is through Bryce that it got to MF Doom somehow, and he had listened to it and approved it that it wasn't for sale. It was like, all right, yeah, I don't care that they didn't, it's not for sale. So, but I heard he listened to it. I don't know about his opinion on it, but that's just a rumor that I heard through Bryce.
Yeah, dude, MF Doom's like the underground king, man. Like,
that's my favorite. He's my favorite artist. When I heard that he possibly listened to it, I was like freaking out. I was like, what?
We gotta make an MF Doom hashtag for this album, even if you don't use any samples by him. Just make sure he listens to it. Edibles.
Yeah, the hashtag is really what helped too, though, because it was just a simple way of promoting, and that's kind of like been my thing. I've been doing marketing pretty much my entire professional career. All the jobs that I've had somewhat to do with marketing or pushing some kind of product. I worked with my uncle who's a loan officer. Basically just revamped his entire business to work online and become more digital. And so that's kind of like my expertise. I love to just make content and brainstorm cool ways to share it and get it out there. Like if I could, I don't know, like I want to do something really cool for this, and the way that it's quarantined, like make an app, make an edibles app, and like the app on your phone would look like a brownie, and like, you know, like a live stream app. You go on and we live stream a show, or we post little funny content up there and it updates it over a certain amount of time. You know what I'm saying? Like shit like that. That's just off the top of the dome right now.
Yeah.
But that's something that would be like crazy. Wouldn't that be crazy? And like throughout the rollout, like as the rollout's going, like, oh, everybody download this app. We're gonna do something no one's ever done before in Seattle. We got a new app, our own app, and we're gonna release exclusive content only on this edibles app. And you'll track your real fans, and you'll be able to see who's really down. And you could post, like, we could post the photo shoots on there, singles, videos, little interviews, documentaries, and kind of make it its own rollout. Obviously, we'll be posting the same content on YouTube and shit, but again, maybe like a few days exclusive on this shit. Like, and then that could be like a super cool, unique way. Shit like that, that's what I like to do. And like, I don't know how to make an app or anything to do with that, but if we could, you know.
We could find someone.
That's all I can do. I'm just good for ideas. I'm just an idea guy.
Yeah, for sure, man. Yeah, that's all exciting. I'm pretty excited too. Like we could do like some like clothing collabs and stuff like that too. Like this so we have a long time to figure all this stuff out too. So
there's nothing but time, bro. We're stuck here.
no need to rush,
So wait, you talked to Bryce for like an hour, just like this?
I usually like for the interview
Yeah.
or in general. Oh, the interview.
Well, yeah. You talked to him in general too,
Yeah. I talk to him maybe like every couple of weeks or so. And
bro.
like,
Bryce, and I know he's gonna see this, so it's funny. And I told him this before. Bryce is one of the hardest people in the world to talk to. To just talk to him, I don't know. He's probably just doing a lot of the talking, but when he calls me and is like, "Hey Trey," I'm like, "Yo, what's up?" Um, you're gonna do that interview, right, with Blake? I'm like, yeah, I am. All right. So, did you want anything? No, I was just calling. Hits dab like for 5 minutes. I'm like, bro, what do you want? So you being able to talk to him for a long time. That's a testament to your strength, man. I commend you.
yeah, man, I'm able to talk to people who are quiet. I open up people pretty well, so it's a gift. But yeah, he's a silly guy, in my
Nah, I
opinion.
love Bryce, man. Him and his wife Ariel, they're both amazing people. Me and my
Yeah.
girl, we're lucky enough to go to the wedding. I was a groomsman, and she got to
Ooh.
be a bridesmaid in their wedding. So we love them, man. They're special. We consider them family. It's great.
Mhm. I don't know if I like his dog that much. I'm gonna be honest, but
His dog's a little weird. Griffey's like he's cool. He's a little weird, but he's cool.
yeah.
I definitely know some cooler dogs, but he's not a bad dog. He's a great dog.
I had
Little hyper.
I had this family friend who was like this Russian lady, and like we'd go over to her house every summer, and she had this ugly dog, like one of those dogs you don't know what type of dog it is. It's just ugly. It has like the matted fur,
Now I
and
hate little dogs. To be honest with you, I hate them. There's
yeah,
only a few though that are cool. There's like a couple that my friends all own that are cool.
they're all yippy a lot of the times. But this dog, basically, it was the ugliest dog, and like no one liked it. But it got hit by a car. It got hit by a
Oh
car,
no!
and it survived. And everyone was like, "Fuck!"
Oh, it's an unkillable ugly dog. Hey, that dog
yeah.
probably has superpowers. And then there's like a competition about ugly dogs. Like the ugliest dog wins the competition, and it's usually like a super old, like 12-year-old, super weird looking dog that's about to die.
Yeah, dogs are gross. The gross ones. Some they can be cute too, but like
I love dogs. My girl is like psycho about dogs. I like good dogs. There's bad dogs and there's good dogs. Like there's good dogs or good people and bad people. So I like
yeah.
good dogs.
I don't like pit bulls. Some people think pit bulls are beautiful. I just think they're scary. Those
Oh
could like
no.
jack you
I've had
up.
some awesome pit bull dogs. Like they're
What?
cool. They're cool. A cocker spaniel almost bit my finger off. So I fucking hate any kind of small sized dog. I fucking hate them. But there's some cool ones.
There's some cool ones. So we'll end on that note. So what is some advice that you have for up and coming Seattle artists, creators, influencers?
Don't stop, I guess. Shit. What kind of advice would I give myself? I'm still aspiring. I don't know. I feel like you gotta just own your craft, be confident in yourself and who you are. My whole mantra is stay gold. That's been my thing since I started making music. My first project is called Stay Gold Forever. I just mean stay true to yourself and don't settle for less and know your worth and kind of just be careful how you navigate things. Don't burn bridges, but also, don't let people walk over you. So it's kind of like, just being confident in yourself and knowing what you want and how to get it. That'd be my advice.
Isn't Stay Gold already copyrighted though by the Outsiders?
Stay gold, Pony Boy. It was the same.
Yeah, it's copyrighted.
I don't know if it's copywritten. No, it's a fucking 2 words. Stay gold. I can say stay gold as many times I want. That's like fucking Paris Hilton saying that's hot is copyrighted. Like, fuck out of here. And my thing is stay gold forever anyway. And I spell it FRBR, so it's a little different. Have you heard that tape? Have you bumped any of that stuff? Or have you only really heard Edibles?
I've heard some of your singles, but I haven't listened to a full project. I need to do that. Like I've listened to your SoundCloud stuff and
Stay Gold is on iTunes and everything. I mean, all the stuff that I have out is on iTunes, I'm pretty sure. But SoundCloud definitely has more of my older projects. Like I got projects like High Times, like old mixtapes and shit. Like I just check it out, man, because I mean, it's not all the same. I make a lot of different kind of music, and all the shit I have unreleased, every single song sounds different. So I don't even know what to do with it. That's why I took my project to the side, because I'm like, I'm just gonna keep collecting songs. But I did put out a video. Did you see the I can't get my own video. This that.
I don't know if I saw that.
Yeah, I just dropped it like a couple weeks ago. Check it out. It's on YouTube and stuff. It's called This That. It's really good. It's just like a good boom bap hip hop shit.
I think I might have seen.
It was the last party before quarantine. So
Yeah. Okay, I saw. Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah. Everybody loves that one. Everybody's been telling me that's like their favorite song by me. It's my best song that I've put out so far. So if that's anything to go off, then I'm really happy and confident for what I have coming next, because it's all in that kind of lane and, you know, more introspective, but good beats and good raps.
Yeah, man. We're about. For sure. And like, yeah, I'm happy that we were finally able to talk. You know, you're like my bad. I
didn't dodge you yesterday. I just be sitting here fucking high all day. I just sit here and smoke weed.
Yeah, no worries. I've been literally just like playing interview after interview because I've been just so bored, and also it's good to put out content. And
bro, that's how it starts, bro. You start just collecting the interviews, doing what you love, and eventually it'll take you far, bro. Less than 3 years ago, or less than 5 years ago, Travis Thompson interviewed me the same exact way. Interviewed me and Bryce at Bryce's house for the podcast tape. 2 years later, he was super famous. You know, so it's like you never know. And like Lil Mosey, bro, Young Tata, that's my bro who shot my first music videos. And then he blew up making videos for Mosey. Yeah. And so, you know, you might blow up next after this interview. Just make sure you throw me back a bone, bro. That's all I ask, man. I'm tired of getting snaked sometimes.
Yeah, Seattle.
I got love for everybody, bro. It's cool, bro. It's been a really cool experience being able to be in the music scene and be able to say I've done a lot of shit out here. So it's just been a blessing, man. I'm just happy that we're here and still alive, and hopefully we get through this fucking quarantine shit.
Yeah, we need some diversity coming out of Seattle. Though. Like we got different shades of white right now. Lil Mosey, I got Travis and Macklemore, and those guys are all like.
And Lil Mosey's light skinned too.
Dude, that guy could literally be white. It's like.
Hey man, it's just that's how it is, bro.
That's insane though. I've never seen anyone that light skinned. Like it's actually like crazy.
No. I mean, I was white when I was born. I just happened to darken up as I got older. My mom's white, so I mean, I'm mixed.
Yeah. Most people are mixed, I think, nowadays.
But no, there's a lot of good artists coming out of Seattle. It's just they just got to hit. You just got to make a hit. I feel like we're all one hit away from like a huge song. Like I could make a song tomorrow that's gonna be huge. It's just a matter of marketing it and getting it out. I might have already recorded a hit song. It's just about how are we gonna get it out to the masses? How are we gonna get it out there and market it and get it doable? So I feel like that's where a lot of people are in Seattle, where it's just one big song, one big hit that's gonna take them to the next level.
We definitely got to put out stuff right now in case the quarantine continues and they decide to nuke the cities, you know? So